sixth sense and its twist ending are any indication, it occurs more often than we think.
How often do you see them? All the time.
Welcome back, my dear followers, or welcome if it's the first time that you are watching my YouTube channel, My Paranormal and Mystery TV. In few minutes we will return to my personal computer to watch the deleted scenes of the Sixth Sense movie, Scary Curiosities, and much more. But now, let me tell you this, the Sixth Sense is now a cult movie, and also cult is the quote, "I see dead people." This movie was released in 1999, and only the people who were already born, were adolescents like me, can understand what the Sixth Sense meant at the end of the 90s. It was the same thing as for the Blair Witch Project. I've already made that documentary. If you are interested, you can watch it. Always here on my YouTube channel, My Paranormal and Mystery TV. I'm very grateful not to be very young, because at the end of the 90s I was adolescent. So when the Sixth Sense was released, was an event just like the Blair Witch Project. So this has also been the more spoiled movie ever, because many of the people who went to the cinema knew already how it was going to end up. I had the luck to be among the few ones who didn't know how the Sixth Sense ended. So it was a slap on my face when I watched how it ended, because the Sixth Sense is one of the films that has the most shocking, unexpected final twists in the history of cinema, and many consider it the movie with the most shocking, unexpected final twist in the history of cinema ever. So since now I tell you, spoiler alert, because I'm sure that the most part of you who are watching at me like right now, you know how the Sixth Sense ends up. But for all the people who never watched the Sixth Sense, if you are, I suggest you to watch this movie, because it's absolutely a cult masterpiece. Spoiler alert, because during this documentary I'm going to reveal you the main twists of the movie and the final shocking twist. So, I tell you that the Sixth Sense was released in 1999. It lasts 1 hour and 47. It's a supernatural and psychological thriller horror directed by one of my favorite directors. I'm talking about M. Night Shyamalan, who is also the screenwriter of The Sixth Sense. M. Night Shyamalan is an Indian, naturalized American director, screenwriter, producer, and he did other important movies like Unbreakable, Signs, The Village, Lady in the Water, The Visit, Split, and many others. So, the movie starring Bruce Willis playing the role of Malcolm Crowe, and I really want to tell you that I consider Bruce Willis a sacred master of cinema, and I really wish that they will give him an Oscar for his career, and I pray in a miracle that he could heal, because he's seriously ill. Then we have Haley Joel Osment, who plays the role of Cole Shar. I can tell you that this is a genius baby that now is an adult, and in a few minutes I'm going to show you how this actor is right now. And I tell the truth, I think that both Bruce Willis and both Haley Joel deserve the Oscar for The Sixth Sense. Then we have Toni Collette, who plays the role of Lynn Shar, the mother of Cole Shar. Olivia Williams, who plays the role of Anna Crowe, the wife of Malcolm Crowe. And think about that M. Night Shyamalan did a cameo in his own movie, The Sixth Sense, playing the role of Dr. Hill. This movie received 6 Oscar nominations, and I think that this movie deserved several Oscars, according to my humble opinion. In 2007, The Sixth Sense was selected by American Film Institute as one of the America's greatest films. And you? Do you have the Sixth Sense? Do you believe in the Sixth Sense? I can tell you that I can answer you, I do, because I have it. And in the beginning, when I was a baby, I thought that it was a curse, because when I had premonitions, when I'm also able to see ghosts in some circumstances, and above all in haunted places. And so in the beginning people could laugh at me or to be scared by me, but of course for free. If I have a premonition that a friend is in danger, or if I see ghosts, okay, I take it as a gift for free. And now let's watch these incredible videos. Warning! Some images could disturb the sensitivity of the viewers. I start with all deleted scenes.
What happened to these two guys under the tissue? not looking too good.
That's Private Jenkins and Private Kenny. They got killed. Private Jenkins has a baby girl that was born 7 pounds 6 ounces. He's never seen her. He wanted to get back to Bluebell, Pennsylvania and hold her. Private Kenny's wife is mighty sick. She has something called a brain aneurysm.
You mean an aneurysm?
Private Kenny needed to get back safe and take care of her. Except they died instead. Don't look at me. I don't like when people look at me like that. Stop looking at me.
Where would you like me to look?
Look over there.
Is it okay if I look back now, Colton? Tap once for no and twice for yes if you want. You wouldn't want to go for a walk, would you?
I walked this way to school with Tommy Tomasino. It's okay if I do something, I have to do something. Hi, Mr. Marshall.
Guten Tag, Cole. Mrs. Marshall, she went food shopping. She's running late.
Ich habe Durst.
Wunderbar. Where did you learn to speak German?
I just know a couple lines.
Yes, you may have a drink. What would you like?
Lemonade, please. Mr. Marshall gets real lonely.
What about Mrs. Marshall?
She died a long time ago.
Maybe Jill will play for us when she comes back.
Thank you.
Mary.
April or March 1987, 2 weeks into sessions with Vincent Gray. I was treating a young couple, Donald and Robin Wagner, who had lost a young child to leukemia. They were waiting with Vincent in the reception room of the downtown clinic. They were alone for about 15 minutes. When I entered the room, all three were crying. The Wagner's progress following that afternoon was dramatic and sudden, as if a door had been opened for them. I'm not at all clear what happened in those 15 minutes. But I now believe Vincent was trying to tell me something, show me something. And I didn't listen. Cold Sear allowed me to witness something today. This time I'm going to listen.
You been running around?
Hi. I would just like to say that this day, today, has been a very special day. And I wish that we could all stay and play. What? Anna, I never thought that I could feel the things that I am feeling right now. I never thought that I could stand up here in front of my friends and my family. You know that. And to tell you what's inside of me. But I can today. Anna Crow, I am in love. In love I am.
The deleted scene I just made you watch, think about that it was the favorite one of the director. So why did he delete it? The director himself will explain you his hard decision. Listen to him.
See here is my saddest cut in the movie. I was so sad when I had to make this cut, and I fought it a long time because it was my favorite moment of writing, and it was such a wonderful bookend to the movie. There are two reasons I cut it. I cut it because it ended the movie in a sad way, and I didn't want the movie to end in a sad way because he's not sad anymore. He's happy. Should have been a celebration, and it wasn't. It was sad, and I didn't want that. And the second reason is that he said goodbye already to her in person, and now he's saying goodbye to her again on the tape, and I felt it was redundant emotionally, and it was a sad thing. But and you know, they say to you in film school, you have to be ready to cut your favorite scene.
And now the director M. Night Shyamalan reveals you another creepy deleted scene. This scene seems to have got lost. It was a creepy scene, and the reason why he deleted. And this, I really tell you the truth, I would have been really curious to watch this deleted horror scene. Listen to Shyamalan, interviewed in 1999.
Surreal moments on the set when you have these people who are victims and are in heavy blood makeup and disfigurement. How bizarre is that on the set to see those people walking around in between takes?
The best is when you have lunch in the cafeteria, and and people with their heads blown off and things are like, "This is great cake. Night, did you eat the chocolate cake?" And their heads blown off, and you're just like, okay. We had one scene that's not in the movie is him looking, and he looks out his window in the hospital, and it was going to be so great. I just couldn't execute it properly. He looks out the window and sees all these ghosts in the windows, and so we had like 30 people in like really, all different states, and we had lunch with all of them, and so it was like some freak show at lunchtime. You're sitting there, and next to you is this lady or this guy with chest thing, ripped open chest cage and things like that. It was some bizarre dream.
Oh, your young co-star,
And now, watch this.
Look at the sixth sense behind the scenes. Bruce Willis's reduced salary. Bruce Willis made a strategic decision regarding his compensation. Instead of taking his usual high salary up front, he opted for a percentage of the film's profits. This move showcased his confidence in the project and willingness to support it financially. It turned out to be a shrewd choice, as the film surpassed all expectations at the box office, becoming a massive hit. Haley Joel Osment's audition. Haley Joel Osment's audition for the role of Cole Sear left a lasting impression on the casting directors. Despite his young age of only 10 at the time, Osment displayed a remarkable emotional depth that was essential for the character. His ability to convey complex emotions, particularly during pivotal scenes, set him apart from the other child actors auditioning. Real tears. During his audition, he was tasked with a challenging request.
Real tears to cry on
His response to
command.
the demand was both surprising and impressive. Instead of resorting to typical acting techniques, he tapped into his own emotions, imagining a scenario that would evoke genuine sadness. By picturing his beloved pet passing away, he was able to produce real tears, showcasing his natural acting ability and emotional intelligence at a remarkably young age. Secret of the Whispering. One of the most iconic lines, "I see dead people," was not originally scripted. Instead, it was a spontaneous addition by Haley Joel Osment during rehearsal. M. Night Shyamalan was so impressed by Osment's delivery and the impact of the line, he decided to incorporate it into the final script. This impromptu moment not only became one of the film's most memorable quotes, but also added an extra layer of intrigue and suspense to the story, hinting at the supernatural elements that unfolded throughout the film.
The shocking final twist of the movie.
In The Sixth Sense, attentive viewers can discern myriad subtle clues and foreshadowing throughout, hinting at the shocking twist ending. These clues range from the way characters interact with Cole to the specific dialogue and visual details present in various scenes. By embedding these subtle hints seamlessly into the storyline, Shyamalan masterfully prepares the audience for the revelation to come while still preserving the element of surprise. Shyamalan's cameo. In a blink-and-you'll-miss-it moment, director M. Night Shyamalan makes a cameo appearance as Dr. Hill's assistant. This brief yet memorable cameo underscores his hands-on approach to filmmaking and his commitment to every aspect of the production process. By inserting himself into the narrative, albeit fleetingly, Shyamalan further immerses himself in the world of the film and reinforces his role as both director and storyteller. And it serves as a playful nod to attentive viewers, inviting them to spot the director's presence amidst the unfolding mystery of the story. Inspiration from personal experience. M. Night Shyamalan drew inspiration for The Sixth Sense from a deeply personal childhood experience. As a young boy, Shyamalan believed he encountered a ghost in his own home, one that left a lasting impression on him. His real-life experience served as the foundation for the film's exploration of the supernatural and the blurred boundaries between the living and the dead. Sense received widespread critical acclaim and garnered numerous award nominations, including 6 Academy Award nominations. These encompassed various categories including Best Picture, Best Director for M. Night Shyamalan, and Best Original Screenplay for his script.
And now for all the people who haven't recognized the genius baby of The Sixth Sense, this is Haley Joel Osment. Now he's a great actor and well grown up. This interview was about 1 year ago. Watch.
Have you thought about that when you look back on that moment, that chapter in your life? What's the biggest way in which it changed your life?
Oh, it changed everything. I mean, it's really given me the career that I have today, and I feel very fortunate to be able to look back a quarter century, and, you know, people are still watching that movie, and new audiences are still discovering it, so I feel very grateful to have been a part of it.
How many people still come up and give you the I see dead people line, and how much do you hate it?
Not quite as many as the past, yeah, and it's gone into the vault, I think, a little bit.
Finally, it's settling. Can you please not rise it from the dead?
It only took 25 years.
Copy that. Catching the hint. Bruce Willis, do you stay in touch with him at all? Any well wishes for him?
Absolutely well wishes, and he's got a wonderful family around him. They've been really courageous in sharing what he's been going through, and I just feel grateful to
M. Night Shyamalan's The Sixth Sense.
Sense is the definitive twist-ending movie. But its stroke of genius is that it actually tells us the twist halfway through.
I see dead people.
Young Cole can communicate with ghosts, and that includes the man he's looking right at as he says this, our protagonist, Malcolm Crowe. We saw Malcolm killed in the opening scene, even though we, and he, don't grasp this until much later. We thought we were watching a story about a child psychologist dealing with a crumbling marriage, but that's not actually what we saw. The idea that most of the time we aren't seeing what's in front of us isn't just the source of the film's magic trick, it's also one of its central themes.
Something up there? I don't see anything.
The way that Shyamalan puts all the clues right before our eyes, yet makes us miss their real meaning, reinforces how primed we are to accept the surface narrative.
Told bedtime stories before.
Not too many, no.
We have to add some twists and stuff.
What's satisfying about the Sixth Sense twist is it's foreshadowed with plenty of signs. So when it's revealed that Malcolm is dead, this is shocking, but simultaneously makes perfect sense. The challenge of pulling off a good twist is that if an ending is impossible to anticipate, it just feels...
After Malcolm is shot in the first scene,
we never see him being saved or recovering from his wound. The film simply picks up the next year. After this point, the only person we see Malcolm have a conversation with is Cole. We see him around his wife Anna, but the film cleverly creates reasons for them not to directly engage with each other. When Malcolm gets home, she's asleep or in the shower, and when he meets her at the restaurant for their anniversary, we gather she's coldly ignoring him as punishment for being late.
I'm so sorry, Anna. I just can't seem to keep track of time.
When Anna refuses to look at him, snaps,
"Happy anniversary,"
and leaves as fast as possible, we read this behavior as reflecting annoyance, but really it's grief. This widow finds it too painful to endure another minute of her anniversary dinner for one, because she misses her husband so much.
"Happy anniversary."
Later, when we see Malcolm and Cole's mother Lynn waiting for Cole to get home, we assume they've just been talking, but we never hear a word exchanged between them. Lynn doesn't know Malcolm is there. We also get visual clues. For example, when Cole tells his secret to Malcolm,
How often do you see them?
All the time. They're everywhere.
the camera focuses on Malcolm, hinting that what Cole is saying
They don't know they're dead.
applies to the man right in front of him. Another big thing that helps make the ending coherent is strict adherence to the rules and logic governing the story world.
Malcolm wears the same clothes for all the time. Watch.
It's the same shirt and pants and the sweatshirt his wife hands him in the opening scene.
It's getting cold.
Is that most of the time, Malcolm doesn't have a physical effect on his environment. He repeatedly fails to open the basement door. When he goes to the restaurant to meet Anna, he doesn't move the chair at all when he sits down, and when he reaches for the check, she conveniently grabs it, so we aren't tipped off to the fact that he probably can't move it. The exception to this rule is when he sees Anna with another man and breaks the glass door.
Here there is another hint that Malcolm could be dead, but I talk for myself and for many people, we didn't understand this particular.
Our attention away from what he's really doing and relying on known psychological habits, like our instinct to explain away what doesn't make sense, instead of waiting to resolve uncertainties until we have more information. Another phenomenon the movie
Malcolm!
Trustworthy because he believes the false narrative he unwittingly feeds us, that he and Anna have grown distant, and that's why they lead completely separate lives.
His wife doesn't like the person that he's become. They barely speak anymore. They're like strangers.
His explanation that Anna resents his workaholic tendencies,
I haven't paid enough attention to my family. Bad things happen when you do that.
fits because of what we hear in the first scene of the movie before a sliver of information to its advantage, so that we easily believe Malcolm's interpretation of why his marriage is falling apart.
I know that I've been a little distant. I know that it makes you mad.
M. Night Shyamalan!
29-year-old director to fame, earned multiple Oscar nominations, and became the second highest grossing movie of 1999 at the domestic box office. The twist was key to this success.
Hey, if you didn't know Bruce Willis was dead the whole time, that's not on me.
Watching the movie today, it would be hard not to know the twist in advance, thanks to how deeply ingrained it is in our cultural memory.
Did you feel that ice-cold wind that just passed through? I see dead people.
I saw dead people. Okay. Spoiler alert. He was dead the whole time. Stop it.
But it's impossible to overstate how truly shocked viewers were at the time. The same year, found-footage horror film The Blair Witch Project went viral through savvy marketing.
The title, The Sixth Sense.
The Sixth Sense comes from the expression for the ability to perceive something which isn't perceivable via the known physical senses. Specifically to Cole's ability to see ghosts, the movie connects this sixth sense to a physical sensation we all recognize.
And the tiny hairs on your arm, you know when they stand up.
Yes.
That's them.
The film highlights that all of us
have the potential to sense the dead. It's just that most of us don't pay attention or bother to develop this awareness. The phrase sixth sense is also used to mean a strong intuition or gut feeling. And apart from Cole's specific sixth sense, in a general way, this movie underlines the power of trusting your instincts.
The ghosts remain on Earth.
On Earth because they have unfinished business.
Just needed to do a couple things.
Ghosts 3 blind spots.
They don't see each other. They only see what they want to see. They don't know they're dead.
Without these 3 areas of ignorance, the ghosts would be able to complete their agendas a lot faster, but they're not ready to face the truth. So achieving their business is intertwined with the ghosts' process of realizing they're deceased. Even after Malcolm helps Cole solve the mystery of what the dead want,
They just want help, even the scary ones.
the irony is that Malcolm doesn't know he is one of those very ghosts in need of help. Malcolm prides himself on his work with children.
You have a gift that teaches children how to be strong in situations where most adults would piss on themselves.
And the great rupture in his life is the reappearance of Vincent, an old client who reveals that Malcolm's treatment didn't work.
You failed me!
In fact, Malcolm's misdiagnosis may have even exacerbated Vincent's condition.
You told me I was having trouble coping with my parents' divorce. You were wrong.
Malcolm is trying to correct his mistake with Vincent through Cole, who reminds him of his former client and shares the same supernatural ability.
If you could help this new boy, be like helping that other one too.
The second thing weighing on Malcolm is his need to tell Anna that he cares more about her than his work.
You were never second. Ever.
When both missions are complete, Malcolm is ready to move on to some other plane.
I think I can go now.
The movie suggests that ghosts are a huge part of the fabric of our existence. They're all around us all the time.
I think maybe...
I completely agree with the movie because I know what it means to see ghosts and not rarely.
Visualize this. In a sense, he really is there with her when she's speaking to him.
Good night, sweetheart.
We aren't as severed from the dead as we think. The dead and the living both have unresolved issues with each other. Thus, once Malcolm fulfills his purpose on Earth, it's implied that Anna's life will now change for the better too.
Everything will be...
At the end of the movie, Cole finally opens up
To his mom by explaining how his ability has allowed him to speak to her mother's ghost.
You thought she didn't come to see you dance. She did.
In this moment, Cole resolves his grandmother's unfinished business, making sure her daughter knows that she is loved.
She said the answer is every day. What did you ask?
Do I make her proud?
But this scene results in Cole and his mother bonding.
I want to thank you so much, my followers, friends, viewers, from the bottom of my heart. See you soon. Stay tuned.